Good Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior summertime forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this Tuesday, the day after we had those torrential, damaging downburst winds and hail and lightning strikes from those thunderstorms that occurred on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. This is the daily video forecast discussion for Tuesday, a much calmer day, I promise you, on the 26th of July, 2016. Here's what it looked like yesterday with those showers and thunderstorms as they moved through central and southern New Jersey and northern New Jersey, where we had lots of power outages. About 75,000 people reported at one point in the early evening without power, and downburst winds taking down power lines and lightning strikes, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Here are some of the damage reports from yesterday. Of course, we had plenty of flooding with that heavy rain, which occurred during late last afternoon and evening across the area. First of all, here in the Weather Center, we had software and hardware problems last night, so we're not able to update until, we're back online early this morning, apparently. And it wasn't because of power outages. We just had some software and hardware issues here at the Weather Center. But all that's fixed now. Lightning strikes, yes. Plenty of them on Long Island. We even had a water spout reported here, seen south of Staten Island in Sandy Hook Bay yesterday afternoon. This morning on the visible satellite, we show some cirrus clouds underneath that, mostly sunny skies or clear skies are underneath those cirrus clouds. Here's our frontal boundary now just to the south, and all the rain has exited out into the Atlantic this morning. And this front will be nearly stalled out across the region over the next couple of days, but most of our region will remain precipitation free. And right now on Doppler, we're not showing anything, and that's probably going to be the case for most of today. In fact, all of today. Here's a zoomed in look on yesterday's showers and thunderstorms which populated the area, and look at all these lightning strikes which brought down power lines across the area and trees as well. Surface analysis this morning shows our cold front really hasn't made much of an entrance into our forecast zones. We still have the remnants of our frontal or trough axes here. These are the trough axes that are left behind from the showers and thunderstorms that occurred last night. This cold front will be meandering through the area and passing south of the area during today. And if you're heading to the beaches today, whether it be New Jersey, Delaware, New York, or Long Island, here's your surf zone forecast for New Jersey and Delaware. Basically sunny skies today. High temperatures again are going to be hot, around 90. The humidity will be slightly lower, but it's still going to feel quite uncomfortable outside. Beach winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10. Surf around 3 feet. Surf temperatures warm, 72. UVI index extremely high with mostly sunny skies. You're going to get burned within 15 minutes on unexposed skin or exposed skin without sunscreen on it. So you need to put that sunscreen on immediately before you go out in the sun. Rip current risk today is low. However, again, never swim near piers and jetties. Never swim alone, and always swim in lifeguarded areas. There's no threat of lightning today. High tide cycles at all the beaches begin after 1. For New York and Long Island, again, low rip current risk, but again, be careful out there. Lightning risk none today. Ultraviolet index again high. Water temperature around 70. Sunny skies, upper 80s for the south shore and east ends of Long Island and the coastal waters there. And the winds out of the west at about 10 to 15, gust up to 20 during the afternoon, becoming southwest with an onshore flow in the afternoon. And of course, this season with our dry weather predominantly outside of any showers and thunderstorms, we have grasses, plantain, and nettle. It's on the medium side today. Tomorrow, again, the pollen about the same. In fact, if we look at the next 5 days, we're going to be on the medium to high side again. On the aviational weather deck for today, it's already hot, it's already humid, and we're going to expect the same for today, but there's areas of low clouds and fog throughout this morning until sunrise, already burning off. Otherwise, VFR conditions anticipated through the afternoon and evening, not forecasting any precipitation at or around the terminal sites. Light and variable winds early this morning, settling into the west-northwest at around 10 knots for today. The wind is forecast to become light and variable again tonight. Wednesday through Saturday, mainly VFR conditions expected. There will be scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday, with MVFR and IFR conditions possible with any of those shower and thunderstorms that do occur. But right now, everything is quite nice and benign outside, and that's the way we like it. 73, soupy dew point at 70 at Newark this morning, humidity 89%. The wind is out of the west or just due west at about 6, visibility is 10. and basically VFR conditions in place with some high scattered cirrus, and outside of that, some scattered cumulus this afternoon, but looking good out there. Right now in Philadelphia, probably going to go up again to over 90, 95, 96 degrees. We'll get into the temperatures in a minute. Right now outside of Philadelphia, it's 75 this morning. Dew point soupy at 70, humidity 83%. That's the air that you're wearing. A few clouds at around 12,000 feet. Other than that, scattered high clouds, cirrus variety this afternoon. VFR conditions in place. I know that many people are seeking relief from this high heat and humidity, even though we have an urban heat advisory here for the urban areas of northeastern New Jersey, including New York City. We'll get into that in a moment. But outside of that, it's just hot. Temperatures today are going to be in the 90s again, even at the beaches. So you do want to wear sunscreen. Try to stay out of the sun as much as possible under umbrellas. And of course, hydration is the key. On Wednesday, temperatures not much change. Again, in the upper 80s to low and mid 90s across the forecast region. Thursday, about the same. Friday, we start to cool things off just slightly, where temperatures are going to get into the mid and upper 80s across the region. And on Saturday, temperatures again right around normal, mid and upper 80s across the forecast region. Sunday, the same thing, mid and upper 80s across the forecast region, and not enough change to occur even on Monday, with temperatures again in the mid 80s. And of course, we have dropped down a lot of the severe heat and watches and warnings, but there is a heat advisory in effect for most of New York City's boroughs here, and portions of coastal northeast Jersey here outside of Port Elizabeth here. We're going to have a combination of heat and humidity increasing the health issues during this afternoon, especially for the elderly. Again, a heat advisory for New York City. Combination of heat, humidity, expected to make it feel like at least 95 degrees and two consecutive days of 100 degrees for any length of time. So you do want to be mindful of your elders and your pets as well. No severe weather for our area today, so we don't have to worry about that. Here's the latest surface analysis this morning. Shows our cold front well to the west, our prefrontal trough leftover boundaries here from last night's thunderstorms. The cold front will come through relatively dry during this afternoon with the wind shift into the northwest. And the front will meander across the region. There'll be the Delmarva area has a chance of isolated shower and thunderstorm, but for most of the rest of our forecast zones, we will remain precipitation free through Wednesday and Thursday. There could be another prefrontal trough on Thursday, so we might have to monitor for scattered afternoon and evening shower and thunderstorm. The warm front tries to make its way a little bit further north as we head into Friday. Again, there will be an outlier chance of a shower and thunderstorm depicted depending on where this front lies up and where the disturbance is in the flow. The front tries to make it through again on Saturday morning. We could be dealing with a few isolated showers and thunderstorms across the region. The front will meander nearby with the prefrontal trough in place on Sunday, so we'll have scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms on the weekend as well. Not a washout, but we'll have to monitor that. And as we get into early next week, things begin to dry out once again with the front settling to our south and then high pressure beginning to build in across the forecast region. Taking a look at the HRR model, really no precipitation in our forecast zones. They will be removed to the south and west throughout today, well away from our forecast zones. And with that frontal band primarily nearly stationary across our Delmarva regions here, there's an isolated chance of a shower or a thunderstorm at any time during tomorrow, but most regions should remain precipitation free. We do ramp it up a little bit according to the NAM on Wednesday, but most of this area should be precipitation free. We'll have to watch the southern reaches here of the I-95 corridor down through Delaware for isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms as that impulse moves through. And then again, we wait for Thursday for the next disturbance to move into the region, and that could produce some showers and thunderstorms increasing over the forecast region, especially as we get into Friday. Location will be key again, depending on where these disturbances along the frontal band set up. Some of these rain showers, again, will be juicy as they make their way, and this is the warm front that's now going to be sliding north again through the forecast region on Friday. Again, ahead of that warm front, we could have some showers and thunderstorms again over portions of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the Hudson River Valley area, central New York, and also southern New Jersey, too. So we'll have to be monitoring this on Friday morning as well. What to make of the weekend? Yes, what to make of the weekend? Well, we have that front stalling out and then dropping south again across the forecast region on Saturday, and then again another disturbance moving into the fray on Sunday. Most areas will remain precipitation free, but it does look like there is a chance of isolated to scattered showers around the region as the trough axis remains in place with the isobars here in place over the weekend. So we'll have a weak thermal trough in place, and shower and thunderstorm activity cannot be ruled out, but most areas will remain precipitation free. And we get into early next week and everything begins to dry out. This is probably an outlier right here. So if you're really looking for any kind of relief from the heat and humidity, you're probably not going to find it anywhere around the region this week. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Be safe out there today. We'll see you bright and early on Wednesday morning.